After getting swept by Cal State Fullerton last weekend, there were a lot of questions about how good this Ducks baseball team really was. But against the Ohio State Buckeyes this weekend, they got off to a good start with an 8-2 win Friday night at PK Park. The Oregon men's tennis team continued their impressive season Saturday evening with a 4-1 victory over the Arizona Wildcats in what would be the last home match for senior Robin Cambier. For the Oregon men's basketball team, the 2014 season has been quite a struggle, but heading into the end of the season, they finally have found their momentum with their third straight win in a 67-53 win over the Washington State Cougars. While the Ducks' 2014 football season may not start until late August, the coaching staff and Mark Helfrich have plenty to be excited about with this year's recruiting class. National Signing Day is wrapping up, and although the Ducks may not have got commitments from the highest rated players, they feel they've got a group of players that display a lot of maturity and a lot of high character, something Mark Helfrich places much value in during the recruiting process. A big name for Ducks fans to remember from this recruiting class might be Royce Freeman, the 6-foot, 230-pound running back from California. He's a 4-star running back, and he's got the power and shifty moves to add a dynamic element to this Ducks offense. For DuckTV Sports, I'm Adam Vaughan.
Hello everyone and welcome into DuckTV Sports alongside my panelists Adam Vaughan and Caitlin Deaney. I'm your host, Anthony Pignelli. Guys, tough weekend for Oregon basketball.
Well, I think as much as a heartbreak of this season has been and as much of a struggle as it's been, you have to take away some of the positives from the game. You look at the way the guards played against Arizona. They kept with them the whole way. Dominic Artis stepped up for once this season, had a good game, 10 points, 4 assists, but they can't seem to find that composure and poise in the end of games to just get the win. If they can close them out, they'll be fine. You look at these next 3 games, they're at home for the Ducks against Oregon State and the Washington schools. They have to find some momentum heading into the end of the season in the Pac-12 tournament. Hopefully they can get a win. Hopefully for them they can get a win. Otherwise, it's a lost season. It's a lost cause.
Moving on to baseball, guys. Cole Irvin, the freshman All-American from last year, out for the year with Tommy John surgery. Who do you see stepping up in place of Cole Irvin now that he's done for the year with Tommy John surgery?
Well, yeah, this injury really hurts the Ducks. But you look at their pitching staff as a whole, and they're very strong. You've got all Pac-12 from last year. Tommy Thorpe was all Pac-12, and you get the return of relief pitcher Jake Reed. They should be just fine, but this loss of Cole Irvin is really going to need the offense to step up and provide more run support for these other pitchers going forward in the season.
Well, guys, it'll sure be interesting to see how those new recruits play a factor into next year's success on the gridiron. Do you think that a national championship will come to Eugene?
Well, they've got a tough schedule with Michigan State and Stanford at home, but if they can find a way to beat those teams, then it's definitely possible for the Ducks to bring home a national championship.